Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, an update on my CD player that I got, and then we're going to get into the name of the video, or not the name of the video, but my discussion. So, the CDs I was using, the reason why they didn't cooperate was because they were supposed to be registered in another format. Due to copyright issues belonging to the respective owners, we are not going to, or more like I'm not going to list what CDs work. All I'm going to say was I tested some music CDs and they worked really, really well. So, the CD player was good enough to test for the speech function. So for those who are visually impaired, who are blind, it does talk. It will tell you technically what you need it to hear. So, I don't know what all the remote control functions do. So to kind of talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to get into my childhood on the different CDs I've listened to. This was inspired by the Goo-Ray CD player, which was an literal, and I mean literal inspiration. This hit me earlier, not even 20 minutes ago. So I want to give a shout out to Goo-Ray for bringing back the CD player. And shout out for CDs coming back, because this also inspired me. Had I not purchased this or had my friends, shout out to Skylar, shout out to if his girlfriend does a YouTube channel, shout out to them both for encouraging me to get a CD player. I literally wouldn't have done this, made the video about what I'm about to make the video. So, to celebrate a little bit, I'm going to announce the buttons that I know. So on the top right, below one of the mode buttons, which puts it in CD, you have two mode buttons. They feel like volume rockers, volume up and down. The remote feels like a TV remote. It takes two AAA batteries. I recommend buying a large pack of AA and AAA batteries. The CD player recharges. It is recommended to recharge first use 4 hours. In this case, I've charged it overnight because I'm not going to wake up 4 hours later. So I plugged it in before I went to bed 2 days ago. And it's been absolutely fine. So you can charge it up. It'll stop charging when it's full, and just keep the battery topped off in case if you need to use it. Nice portable boombox. But anyway, we're going to get into the buttons. So one of the buttons is to start. It's to stop your CD from spinning. Then you have two mode buttons on either side of each other. I don't know what the other ones do. You have up arrow to increase the volume, select to start and stop, to pause and resume, down arrow to decrease the volume, left and right arrows for the respective functions for previous and next. I'm not sure what these other two half crescent moon buttons do. You have a numeric style keyboard or number pad. 1 through 0. 1 through 0 can get you from song 1 through whatever. And if you want to know how many songs there are, my recommendation is go on iTunes, look up the artist, and then find how many songs there are so you know how many songs there are. And if there's multiple songs, you can go from 1 to whatever number on the first disc. And if it's a 2-disc part, then you can go and repeat the process again. So it is only designed because CDs cannot hold over 20 songs. So that is a big no-no. So here we go. Your star function, believe it or not, repeats it 0 and then pound. I'm not sure what pound does. I've messed with it. This takes 2 AAA batteries, not included. We're going to move this in a little bit to where I'm going to move it to, so we can call it good. So, like I said, this video was inspired by Guray. That's Gueray. I haven't really thought about CDs and I'm not being facetious. Years ago, I would get mad because they would scratch or whatever. When you're a kid, you'll do stupid stuff. Trust me, when you're a kid, you'll do stupid stuff. Some people have done really dumb stuff. Some people have broken a lot of stuff because they were mad about something or something didn't work. But I used to break my CDs a lot. I have only 13 CDs left out of a whole collection of about 800 or 900 during my childhood, if not less than that. So, I used to snap every CD. And there was one CD I brailled for the fun of it. I was trying to, just do it, and I completely messed it up. So that went right in the trash. And then there was another one that there was a song that skipped, and I had the bright idea of spraying Clorox on it, and that made it worse. So that's something you don't want to do. If it's not that deep, get yourself a CD doctor and try to get it to buff it up. So let's talk about what inspired this. So back in the early 2000s, like 2010, 2011, around that era, I was back in elementary school, and my teachers, for privacy's sake, I'm not naming them, but my teachers were very accommodating, very understanding. I needed to hear the, because there wasn't anybody to translate into other formats. So they had audio CDs, of country, subtract, country, multiplication, and rap add, which was quite, wonderful. And they'd let me take these CDs home, and some they'd let me keep, while others, they wanted back. I think they wanted back the multiplication and all of that, or the multiplication one. Now, they didn't want the rap add and the country subtract back. This is when I was in the phase of, snapping CD cases, breaking CDs, stuff like that. I didn't break stuff that they wanted back, I'm not even sure what happened to those CDs anyway, so. That was just about it. So, on the country multiplication, you had 2 through 12. So it was technically 12 songs and country music artists singing the different multiplications. For an example, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, so on and so forth, all the way up to 12 times 12 equals 144. And I didn't really think much of it. Of course, I returned it and everything, so I would always carry it with me, and it was always kept in this envelope, and I had a plug-in boombox, and it was one with a tape player and stuff like that, and it was kind of interesting the way they made it. But nowadays, CD players are more round and they're different, but the boom boxes used to be square. I believe the one that I have is kind of like my other one, so it's kind of more square, but it has like the speaker all the way around it. My old one didn't have that, but this new one, opens like my other one did, except you couldn't remove the cover. You could trick the CD player. The other one, if you push the little leather down, the little button down that it sits in, it thinks that you shut the door, and the laser is trying to read it. This is back when memory wasn't a thing, and if you added or if you shut it off, you'd have to go back and start all over again, which sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, was the best thing for you, especially if you're at the last song. Well, then later on, I got a 5-disc changer, and that broke. So, that's technically how that went down. Then, in 2017, I requested another CD player for a Christmas present and got it. And don't even ask me where that thing is. I'm pretty sure it's done. And then after 2017, I forgot all about CDs. I'm gonna be honest with you. I started switching to, listening to it on YouTube and listening to it on everything else. My first thought was, why the hell do I want CDs? Well, last Christmas of 2025, I'm not going to discuss what, because, fuck it, I might as well, because I already gave him the shout out. Me and my friends were on the phone, and first thing they said was, hey man, I got a CD player and it talks. I said, what? Huh? So, he demonstrated it, and I listened. I was like, that ain't half bad. I asked him, so where'd you get it? He said, I got it for Christmas. So, I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't need it. I know, right? It's a first. Chase using Logic? Nah. Really? Well, I told you. I outright told you. So, I, being kind of like back and forth, I added it to my cart, removed it from my cart, added it, removed it, 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 added it, removed it. I did that at least 40 or 50 times in an hour. No jawbreak, I'm serious. So, then, an amazing thing happened. I bought it. And I thought, well, I don't know what my friends are trying to get me into. I'm just gonna go back into my childhood, I guess. Get a CD player. And I've been trying to order CDs. And I can't even think of what CDs to get. So, I'll come up with something, but I don't really listen to a lot of music like that. And the music that I do listen to, all I gotta do is access it. With my phone, with my HomePod Mini, with Amazon Alexa, with my Google Home Mini, and of course with my laptop. Now, I can turn this CD player into a Bluetooth speaker. And for $28, if you put the right CD in, it'll work. But of course the CDs I have all scratch. So I kind of debated, should I talk about boring stuff? But when you're inspired and you're not ready to go to sleep, why lay there when you can strike when the iron's hot? Right? So, there's my little discussion on CDs and CD players. And not to mention, I had 2 versions of a karaoke machine, and they were both old school. They were like CD players, except they both had microphones, but they still played CDs. I don't have that anymore. So, there you go, guys. I hope everybody enjoys it as much as I enjoy making my content. I hope that everybody enjoys it all the same. But I want everybody to know that, not a lot of people enjoy my content, but I enjoy making it. So that's all that matters. I have a passion for this stuff. And, just because a few bad apples don't like my stuff, or people disagree with me on a number of things, that's not really, that's not going to put out my creative fire at all. So words of encouragement for 2026. Maybe I should start doing this because I'm not trying to show people that I'm a nice person, when some people think that I'm a villain, which I'm not. I'm not Puck, I'm not terrible. I'm nice until I have a reason to be mean. But all I'm going to say is, don't let somebody, no matter who it is, try to put your fire out. You don't need a fire department for good creative fire, whether it be for a YouTube video or anything that you want to do. Follow what your heart is leading you towards. And for 2026, a word of positivity. Don't worry about messing up. We all do. It doesn't have to be perfect. But also, too, just because not a lot of people watch your stuff, listen to your stuff, don't count what don't keep counting, don't keep score. And I understand it's okay to check, how many subscribers you have and how many videos you've made. I do that. But I'm not going to sit there and claim that I'm bigger and better than everybody. I just do things different than everybody else. So, I hope you guys find those words of encouragement encouraging. I try to uplift people, and that's why I always say at the end of my videos, that's why I always encourage everybody to stay safe. Some people will say, things like God bless and stuff like that. Well, it doesn't bother me, but not a lot of people appreciate that. But I go about it without striking fury. And that's why I always say, stay safe and take care. And I'm not getting at other people and what they do is what they do. What I'm technically saying is, I go about things a little bit differently. Does it make me a trashy YouTuber? No. I just do things differently. I talk about different stuff. I've done a lot of crazy, insane stuff on my channel. But overall, I'm not going to sit here and contemplate on whether I should make a video or not when the iron's hot. I create this to be authentic. I don't create this just to say I got videos up. If I generally feel that should be the best video to make, I typically make it. I hope you guys have a great one. I hope you guys stay safe and take care.